Welcome to Open History channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more video like this one.
Mary Ann Bevan, known cruelly as the ugliest woman in the world, endured public ridicule to support her children. Behind the label was a mother whose courage and sacrifice turned pain into love and survival. Walter Yeo, gravely wounded at the 1916 Battle of Jutland, became one of the first to receive Harold Gillies' pioneering skin grafts. His recovery marked the birth of modern plastic surgery and symbolized hope for countless veterans. In 1972, explorers found 8 naturally mummified Inuit bodies in Qilakitsoq, Greenland. Preserved for 500 years by Arctic cold, they revealed clothing, health, and burial customs, offering a rare glimpse into 15th century Inuit life. On June 21, 2004, engineer Jim Donnelly vanished from his workplace in Auckland without a trace. His car, breakfast, and belongings were left behind. Despite massive searches, no clues were found. His disappearance remains a haunting mystery. November 1985, Colombia. Amid the Nevando del Ruiz disaster, 13-year-old Omaira Sanchez was trapped for 60 hours. Calm, brave, and singing through her pain, her haunting gaze became a global cry for action and a symbol of resilience. In Detmold, Germany, lies a 2,000-year-old Egyptian mummy from the Ptolemaic era. Wrapped in linen for her journey to the afterlife, she now offers scholars a rare window into ancient rituals, faith, and the lives of the dead. 1903, Kashmir. 2 towering giants flank American photographer James Rickleton. Their solemn stance and immense height turn this simple portrait into a surreal meeting of worlds, east and west captured in a single frame. Brazil's most tattooed man, Leandro de Souza, now walks a path of change. After 5 free laser sessions, his face tattoos fade, each pulse a step toward redemption, marking not rebellion, but renewal. In 1886, Blanche Monnier was vanished, hidden by her own family. For 25 years, she was locked in a dark attic, starved and forgotten, punished for love. When rescued in 1901, she was alive, but forever changed by the years in darkness. 2014, Panama. The last photograph of Chris Kremers, captured in the jungle where she vanished alongside Lisanne Froon. Darkness, silence, and unanswered calls mark a chilling mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Chris and Paul DeForge, told they could never marry, proved critics wrong. Meeting in 1988, they shared 25 years of love, laughter, and devotion, a testament that true love knows no boundaries or limitations. Aaron Lowy, registered at Auschwitz on March 5, 1942, captured in this haunting photo. Within 5 days, his life was brutally ended, a stark reminder of the countless lives extinguished in the Holocaust. Step behind the curtain to the 1940s changing room, where showgirls prepare for the spotlight. The blonde's gaze, half exasperated, half playful, reveals the hectic, glamorous world behind the stage. In 1803, off Georgia's coast, 75 Igbo men and women chose death over slavery. Bound, singing defiance, they walked into the waters of Dunbar Creek, an eternal act of courage, a vow that freedom, even in death, would prevail. In 1939, amid rising peril in Europe, Albert Einstein attended the Jewish Pavilion at the New York World's Fair. This rare moment shows him with his stepdaughter Margot, a tender pause of family warmth amid global uncertainty. August 1933. Blanche Barrow, 22, was captured after the Dexfield Park shootout. A member of the notorious Bonnie and Clyde gang, she had been on the run for weeks, surviving robberies, raids, and near-death escapes. April 3rd, 1945. 16-year-old Hans-Georg Henke weeps after being captured by the U.S. Ninth Army. A Luftwaffe auxiliary forced into war, his tears revealed the shattering cost of battle on a generation of boys turned soldiers. September 1917. Austro-Hungarian photographers braved the icy heights of the Ortler Front, capturing glaciers, crevices, POW columns, and gun positions. These images revealed the surreal frozen battlefield of World War I's highest front. Kimberley, South Africa, 1954. De Beers mine workers were x-rayed after every shift before leaving the diamond mines, a stark reminder of how far companies went to stop theft and the intense surveillance these workers endured daily. January 27, 1984, a night that changed Michael Jackson's life. A Pepsi shoot accident left him with severe burns, but he turned tragedy into hope, funding a burn center for children and proving pain can spark compassion. The bodies of Pompeii aren't remains, but plaster casts. Buried in volcanic ash in 79 AD, their decomposed forms left molds, preserving the final moments of thousands, a haunting imprint of history frozen in time. In 1370 BC, the Egved girl was buried in Denmark, leaving only hair, teeth, and bits of skin. Her bronze belt, drawstring skirt, and grave goods hint at Bronze Age rituals, sun worship, and ceremonial dances lost to time. During World War II, nylon and silk were redirected to the war effort, leaving women without stockings. Resourceful, they painted seams on their legs, turning necessity into fashion and resilience into a daily statement of dignity. September 6, 1944. Amid the chaos of war in France, an American soldier tends to a young German boy, a fleeting moment of humanity, showing that even in conflict, November 16, 1957, in Plainfield, Wisconsin, police uncovered Edward Gein's farmhouse, a nightmarish scene of human-skinned furniture, skull bowls, and masks, revealing a disturbed mind whose horrors would haunt American culture for decades. September 2024. On Everest Rongbuk Glacier, a boot and sock marked A.C. Irvine were found, remnants of the climber lost with George Mallory in 1924. A century-old mystery of a possible first summit edges closer, yet the fabled camera remains missing. 1973, Mozambique. A young boy's forehead branded by a colonial overseer for a missing calf. Captured by Ricardo Rangel, the photo reveals the cruelty of colonial rule and the resilience of a people determined to reclaim their freedom. Circa 1890s, a metallurgist shares a quiet, whimsical moment with his tiny companion, a sleek black cat nestled safely within the folds of his long, flowing beard. In 1949, Tomani, an 8-foot man, and his wife Jeannie, known as the half-girl, built a life together in Gibsonton, Florida, running Giants Camp and raising their 2 adopted daughters. In 2007, 12-year-old Hans-Jorgen Olsen faced an enraged moose in a Norwegian forest. Drawing on his World of Warcraft skills, he feigned death, and miraculously, both he and his sister survived. On September 7, 1940, London faced the first night of the Blitz. German bombers rained fire across the city, killing hundreds, but the courage and resilience of Londoners turned fear into defiance. In the 1930s, women experimented with a strange beauty device, a rubber mask with heated coils, claimed to melt away fine lines and wrinkles. In reality, it was uncomfortable, impractical, and largely ineffective. Ginger, a naturally mummified body over 5,500 years old at the British Museum, reveals Egypt's pre-dynastic people, freeze-dried by desert sands, with reddish blonde hair and a fetal burial pose. In 1923, a Silknam mother cradles her child in Tierra del Fuego, a fleeting moment of a people nearly wiped out by settlers, yet whose spirit survived to be recognized nearly a century later. Wild Bill Hickok, captured in a rare photo, a frontier legend whose life teetered between lawman and gambler, gunslinger and survivor, a man for whom a saloon showdown could decide life or death. Harlequin ichthyosis, striking 1 in a million, traps newborns in thick, cracked skin that hinders movement and breathing. Despite immense challenges, advances in genetics and care offer these children a fighting chance at life. In 2006, a 3,000-year-old Iron Age mummy in China's Xinjiang desert revealed a Gushi shaman with blue eyes, a Konghu harp, and a stash of cannabis, shedding light on ancient Central Asian culture and migration. This last photo of Doc Holliday captures the legendary gambler and gunfighter in his final days, tuberculosis dimming his body, but not his defiant spirit, a man whose life burned bright on the edge of the Old West. This reconstructed face of a 14th century warrior, based on 1361 remains, offers a rare glimpse into a long-forgotten hero, revealing the features of a man shaped by the battles and turmoil of his era. Before the polio vaccine, children were often confined to iron lungs, struggling to breathe as the disease paralyzed their bodies. This haunting image captures the fear, resilience, and hope that defined an era. In the 1960s, Turkey, basket men carried drunk patrons home in large baskets when they couldn't walk, a quirky solution to nightlife chaos, blending practicality with a touch of humor. Fall 1944. A German pilot shot down near Weissweiler, Germany, is captured. A fleeting moment that reflects the human cost of war, caught between duty, survival, and the chaos of battle on the Normandy front. June 22, 1941, 4:31 a.m. Stalin receives word of Hitler's invasion of the Soviet Union. A rare, unauthorized photo captures his stunned reaction as Operation Barbarossa begins, changing the course of World War II. In 1916, Texas Rangers Nate Fuller and A.J. Beard share a rare moment of calm with a drink at Livingston's Ranch Supply in Marfa, Texas, a glimpse of camaraderie and the rough life of frontier lawmen. On November 24, 1991, rock legend Freddie Mercury passed away at 45. He entrusted Mary Austin with his final resting place, keeping it secret, a testament to his desire for peace and the enduring bond of their love. In Iran, a woman legally could have retaliated against a man who had blinded her with acid in 2005. Instead of vengeance, she chose forgiveness, despite enduring 19 surgeries and lasting injuries, showing resilience within the law. Shortly after D-Day, 2 German boys, likely no older than 15, are seen escorting captured soldiers. This haunting image shows how war drew even children into its tragic machinery on the Normandy front. In a New York tavern, 1908, a towering man sits with cigar and beer, dominating the scene. Beside him, a smaller companion looks on, creating a striking contrast of scale and presence in this historic black and white moment. On July 14, 1789, Parisians stormed the Bastille, toppling a symbol of royal tyranny. This iconic act ignited the French Revolution, marking the birth of modern democracy and the enduring power of the people. Joseph Nojai, Poland's champion runner and Olympian, refused German offers during World War II. Arrested for resistance, he was sent to Auschwitz, where he was tragically executed on February 15, 1943. A hero silenced too soon.
Thanks for watching. Got an idea for a forgotten era I should explore? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to make it.